Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Nowhere Profit, where hopefully today we are going to continue forward and succeed at stuff, generally. Gosh, I wish we were on this top path. I could really use an opportunity to heal. We might do a double back kind of thing, because I really want to heal our dog. I'm wondering though, as our convoy increases in size, I'm wondering more and more if trying to play dog combo is even worth it anymore. Maybe we should transition into something a little bit more normal. We're just gonna wait on the predators here. We rush to the camp's perimeter. There are scrawny figures that are attracted by the smell of cooking. You know what? I think we can afford to spare some food, but maybe we should just bring them on board. Yeah, let's just recruit them. Get a little bit of food, get a little bit of hope. Okay, and some guys. A Feral Marauder is actually an interesting card. This is the wrong button. Let us bring that Feral Marauder into the deck. Discard a leader card and draw a convoy card is, I don't know, that's maybe not great. But yeah, it's hard to argue with a 6/4 charge. And then, do we want to mess with this anymore? I kind of want to play Reckless Tinkerer. Just for the chance of getting her dead, basically. Alright, let's do it. Let's move on. Oh, I should maybe have used a luxury good. Ah well. So is anybody coming out? The Pattern Weaver is just like an okay guy. The Spark Shaman... I'm kind of thinking we're going to keep all these guys in, even though they're kind of wounded and bad. Also, am I... Oh, I have a level up available. That's what that symbol is. Well, I don't have the batteries for it. We probably don't want to start with that. We might want to start with Beast Call. Beast Call and Spark Shaman is some pretty serious anti-synergy, but we could just play the Spark Shaman right now. But maybe I want the Archivist instead. The Spark Shaman is for if things get out of hand. Show me your cards. Okay, a deplete. I'll take a deplete. Yeah, that's fair. Well, do I just... Now I think I just play the Spark Shaman, right? We just get some... Get a tiny bit of advantage. And a bolster? I have a 5/5, ho ho ho. Okay, not a big deal. The entrench definitely makes me feel a lot more secure when stuff like this starts happening. Don't like that. Alright, that's quite enough. That's quite enough card plays, you. Quick shot doesn't really do anything here. So, I sure wish we had a second static charge. This would be a really good moment for it. We could do a lot of things, huh? We probably have to start lowering the number of enemies on the table, though. We could kill both of the 2/2s this turn. Yeah, like maybe kill... attack one of them with the 5/4. Blind Fury the other one. And then... that would leave us with 2 energy cells. We just, like, armor up. Maybe play another bolster. I don't hate that. We still have a big advantage in terms of playable cards in hand. Armor up, and we may as well bolster. Now we have a pretty serious life threat here. Inspiration, not actually that good when you have that many cards in hand. Okay, Righteous Strength does allow a trade. Honestly, we got great value out of that Spark Shaman. And then... you have a 2/4, I have 6 energy. We play one of the 3 costs and deplete this guy, probably? Or... we deplete that guy, scrap something, and play Beast Call. Which actually has the highest total damage threat of all of our options. It does card disadvantage us, of course. Maybe the right play is Chieftain. Chieftain is like a beast call on a delay. Yeah, I'm just gonna play the Chieftain, and we're gonna pass. Okay, stalemate is not so bad. It's a lot of this guy's resources that were just spent there. I don't think it's worth burst firing. Now that the cost situation's a little bit different, we could potentially cycle out the static charge so that we can play Chieftain and deplete. I think I like that. It's looking more and more like this static charge is not going to be very good for us. Alright, since you like drawing this guy so much, but maybe we just play the Pattern Weaver instead? No, let's take control of the board. Okay, and then you're going to play your Insight guy? Ooh, Focus Pattern. Okay, that's interesting. What is the best way of dealing with that? So we're on 8 energy now. We can play Chieftain for the 14th time. And also do... Maybe I just want to burst fire this guy? Chieftain plus Scrap for burst fire is certainly an option. I'd be lying if I said I was excited about the idea. Let's play Archivist. Salvo is not very good here. And then we just go ahead and burst fire anyway. I think that's reasonable. Okay, well, we have some idea where our salvo's going now. Uh-oh. That could be bad. That's not great. Sure wish I had my burst fire back. Do you think you've maybe played enough cards? Okay, I think the answer is yes. Enough cards have been played. So, salvo doesn't quite solve any of our problems. Yeah, this is actually kind of awkward. Okay, your convoy deck's not close to running out, but you're going to take 2 damage every turn from your lack of leader cards. And we should maybe just, like, establish a lot of dudes. Like, he doesn't actually have that much damage on the table, and we still have 4 points of armor, so maybe the play is Chieftain plus Beast Call in preparation for potentially a big coordinated fire next turn. I think that's a thing that's going to be tough for him to deal with. I should definitely, by the way, that was an error. I should have played the Beast Call first. It didn't end up being a problem, but it totally could have been the case that, like, the third beast ended up here. I should have done the random placements first, then chosen placement. Okay, so he's going to keep doing this thing. That's actually working out really well for us. That's fantastic. Coordinated fire is looking so good right now. So if I'm comprehending the situation correctly, refreshed followers. These two are both refreshed even if they're not in the front. So I think I'm gonna... Do I want to kill the Spark Thrower? Do we need to kill the Spark Thrower? I guess I can kill the Spark Thrower with damage, right? Or with leader cards. So let's just go to your face. Then coordinated fire. We'll have the 2 beasts hold as many guns as they can. Oh, really good work. Who's a good boy? And then we shot plus quick shot this thing. Or, alternatively, we don't care because he only has 1 leader card left anyway, and we just play Guy. We just, yeah, put bodies on the ground. Do it. I dare you to play that leader card. You know you want to. You know you want to. He's not going to. Okay. Neural Shiv on the taunt, and we are out. And congratulations on your blessing, right? Reckless Tinkerer. The thing is, I like the Chieftain as a 5 cost. I'm a little bit less enthused as a 6 cost, just given the situation for our deck. Nah, we'll take it on him. Yeah, that's totally fine. So we've taken on board some Raiders. You know, Line Breaker is pretty alright. Actually, Bandit Sapper's not bad for us either. Yeah, it might be that we have attracted a following, and we can't really try to play small deck weird dog combo anymore. Oh, I should definitely spend a luxury. What do we want? Probably just the advantageous position, right? Just like use the weakest of them right now. Alright, let's go and... Sure, let's investigate the thing. Could be a trap, but it never is. It's always good stuff. And here we are at Fatehadal. Okay, a bunch of garbage to sell them, which is great. Also, have the ability to recruit followers. Obviously, I would love to heal. I'd love to spend some batteries leveling up as well. The Legion's Ogre. Forkface! What a name! All other friendly followers gain +3/+0 and overwhelming until the end of the turn. Wow, when you play this dude, you're going to win the game immediately, a fair amount of the time. Okay, so we want to play the dog again, but I think we're done trying to use the dog as a play every turn kind of thing. So we're like constructing a more normal deck then. So what do we want to play in our more normal deck? Boy, Roshan's seen better days, huh? They have some machinist robes for us, which are totally fine. Maybe not actually all that good. Well, you know what? We don't have a good way of drawing leader cards naturally, so this becomes better for us than it normally is. Yeah, we'll take it. And then I gotta... maybe we do sell our Wrangler vest? I'm just thinking, like... I want to level up so much right now. We must keep growing. 15 batteries. 15 batteries! What kind of shenanigans? Alright, I don't think we want to change anything else. Right, this... You know what? High cost... Conditional cards are way worse for us than they are normally because of the scrap thing. So I guess there's a danger in playing guys like this. If we were to draw him on like turn 2, he's just a dead card in our hand for a really long time. Oh man. Yeah, we're gonna have to pay way more attention to our curve. I'm gonna put him in because he's extraordinarily powerful. But I'm also nervous about it. And then we should fall back and heal. I want to heal my dog. Band of Pilgrims invited us to join them. Sure. We take Pilgrims in. We do that all the time. Ooh. 3/2 Sniper Barrier. That's kind of a neat guy. It's kind of a get in my deck immediately kind of guy. We heard the chant of holy songs before we even spotted the temple. It was a small wooden shack held together by colorful prayer flags. 2 monks were leading the ceremony, all subtle gestures and gentle glances. Once the service was over and the crowd had dispersed, the monks bid us approach. You'll tend your wounded and sick. Hey, that's lovely. I would love it if you would do that. 3 heal uses. Well, that is much better than I was expecting. So, let's talk about my plan. I like the Blue Devil Grunt quite a lot. I don't think the Pattern Weaver needs to be part of our deck anymore. He was a stopgap. He was filling. So we could do this. We probably want to take 2 heals on our followers, though, right? Because I think I'm only missing 5 health. I'm missing 7 health. So yeah, we'll do this. And then we actually get to heal 6 people. So who gets healed? You're pretty good. Oh, right. Sorry, we had to cycle this a little bit. Do that, then pull out 3 cards. Then put in 3 more guys that you want to heal. Boy, who is it? Bleak Rider's okay. Probably Serrata Glider. And then, like... Honestly, the Martyr's not bad. Yeah, maybe it's the Martyr. We'll go ahead and do a follower heal, and then we have to rebuild our deck a little bit. So what do I actually want my deck to look like? We definitely don't want to be running this many 6-cost things all at once, given, you know, the rules of the game. Thornhide Skulker maybe takes a back seat for the moment, and then we gotta bring in the dog, the flesheteer. Right, we have a tight schedule here. Schedule? That's not the, you know what I mean. A tight deck size restriction. Maybe actually the deck is fine. Maybe this is exactly how it ought to look. Do I want to run Linebreaker? Yeah, honestly, even if Linebreaker's Fury thing doesn't go off, he's a 3-4 for 3. It's fine. He's a fine man. Machine Guard, as long as he maintains his blessing. Martyr actually wants to die. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're good. I think this is it. This is the deck. So let us continue. Thank you for the healing. We definitely can't go back for that, right? Yeah, there's no way. We have to push forward. We have limited luxury resources. I want to do this thing. I want to spend... We're at 3? And maybe I want to spend the Hollow Sense just because... No, let's do this. And hopefully the Crossroads is going to be something cool. This downed skyship. A man and his family members. We invite them in because we're good at that. Okay. Another Vanguard is a card that I'm totally fine with having. Oh no, we can't dig up the wreck in a good way. The whistle from an outrider alerted us that they had found a structure. When we guided a larger contingent toward it, we discovered a solid metal sphere half buried in the ground. The sphere reminded us of the fallen star that had sent us on our journey, but was much, much larger. Hold on a second now. Where's my notepad file with the unlock text in it? We unlock the spider by leaving a follower behind at the fallen star's sibling. Let's try to dig up the wreck. There were only a few of us, so it took almost 2 days. That's harsh. Also, it hurt. Also, it hurt my hands. Eventually, we unearthed the metal sphere. To our surprise, it was connected to an ever larger metallic structure. Eventually, we came upon a hatch that allowed us to access the interior. And we have a reasonable chance of success. I feel like we've never seen chance reasonable before. Earth, I may be leaving you behind at the fallen star's sibling, maybe. We'll see. Earth was eager to brave the dangers, so we sent them in. Well, sure, he's got barrier. Why wouldn't he be? After a while, we heard cheers and howls from inside. Our junior Vanguard had found some good loot. Their mission had been a complete success. So we got ourselves a medikit. Heal all friendly followers by 2 is actually a pretty good ability. That's a nice piece of equipment. Okay, then we move on. Alright, I guess that's not the event that we were looking for. So, do we want to... We want to take the difficult terrain, right? Nodes in difficult terrain have better stuff. But first we must... I keep doing that. First we must... This. Edible... We must eat some oils. Delicious, delicious oils. Do I want to put the medikit on over any of my current equipment? Honestly, the mortar is fine. Oh, wait. Is the medikit a weapon slot item? Oh, it is. Interesting. Boosts my health by 3. I don't know, man. I actually really like our ballistic shield. I'm gonna just move on here. Alright. Reveal yourselves or we will shoot. Hey, man, we're just travelers. Come on. No, I give you nothing. If I give you food, you're just gonna fight me anyway. Let's just do the thing. Let's drop both of those guys, and also we'll keep the burst fire. Wow, that's like really bad luck. We have a lot of cheap cards in our deck. Well, I guess this is a chance to play Entrench. We're not even guaranteed to be able to play a creature next turn. Man, I miss scrap. I miss good scrap. Okay, Duty elects to do very little with his turn as well, which I appreciate. Ah, man, reinforcing pattern. You suck. Well, Do I just burst fire this guy? Oh no, sorry, I just shot this guy. Yeah, no, I think that's fine. I could have static charge plus quick shot. I think the way we did it was fine. Alright, that's annoying. Well. A 4-6 is a problem. As is this spike trap. Blue Devil Grunt is pretty good. If they choose to fight my Blue Devil Grunt, like, it doesn't matter that he's 5-1 instead of 5-3, probably. And then, if they choose to fight the Blue Devil Grunt, that's cool for us, and if not, they don't hit us for more than our armor. And that, like, this is a safe-ish play that lets us start to establish. And I really want him to get down and eat the spike trap so that the Keeper's Barrier doesn't get immediately broken upon him being played. Okay. That guy blacks people out. That's totally fine. Choking Fog sucks a huge amount. And then, of course, infinite free bolsters. Okay. Is it just Neural Shiv? Do we just Neural Shiv and pass? Doesn't feel great. I'd like to develop my situation a little bit more, but I guess we really can't, huh? Yeah, I'm just gonna... So many cards have been spent on this dude. Let's just get him off the table. They're completely out of leader cards. Except for cheap bolsters. That Blue Devil Grunt is more killable there than he will ever be again. That's looking like a real Burst Fire kind of situation. Oh, it's looking like a real Burst Fire kind of situation. Yeah, terrible play. Really awful. And then, do we scrap something to get Reckless Tinker down? Just to have a guy? I think so. It's probably... This is probably not a situation where Static Charge is actually going to be very good. Alright, we have a 3-5. Boy, you sure have a lot of garbage. So... we could do non-lethal damage right off the top here. Well, hold on. Okay, so let's actually do the math, though. We have 7 plus 7. Dude's got 13 health. Or dude's got 14 health. Yeah, we just kill him. Just disregard all of the stuff he has just played. Headshot plus get you. Blind Rage is, like, very good. It's very extremely good. That's a good find. I'm feeling much more comfortable now. Plus, all this food. Plus, there's so much food. I've never seen so much food as this. Where I'm from, there's only half as much food as this. Don't even get me started about the money. Alright. We got a bad guys. We got a bad guys. Do I want to dump my Blue Devil Grunt for something else? Probably. Don't get me wrong. He's a good man. But I'd love for him to live. So, Barrier Sniper, maybe? Charge Poison Guy? I think they're both good. Let's go Barrier Sniper. Probably don't need to start with the Martyr. Actually, hold on. Let's keep the Beast Call. Alright, so wow. 2 uses of vitalizing systems, huh? That's harsh. Well, the good news is, the way this deck is built, we might actually be able to get him for 15. We can just get him down to... Sorry, we had to get him to 16 to prevent that from triggering. Might actually be doable. Okay. Also okay. So, quick shot plus a first strike attack kills this guy, and then we don't have another play, sadly. Or we just play 3 beasts and maybe lose our 3-2. I don't really like maybe lose our 3-2, but play 3 beasts is definitely compelling. Like, eat this guy, play beast call, we'll see what happens. I was kind of hoping one of them would jump in front. But okay, if he wants to kill my 3-2, then I can at least trade a beast for him afterward. And then there's a dozer. A dozer's a problem. That's a bad guy for us to have to fight. Okay. Well, so next turn we have Neural Shiv for the dozer. What do we do in the interim? Is it... It's probably Flesheteer plus Entrench, right? Like, attack their face, Entrench, and maybe bolster... Yeah, I'm going to bolster the Sniper. Okay, that's kind of what I thought would happen. No reason to take damage on the dozer if we're too afraid to attack it, right? Alright, looks like we might be taking some actual face damage here in the near future. Okay, so coordinated fire... coordinated fire is not it. Like, I was thinking we could coordinate fire, cycle something, and then play shot, but that doesn't really help that much because it doesn't actually kill this guy. What we have to do is... we have to do this. I don't love it, but it gets me control of the table back, right? Now he's playing catch-up. Madman's Curse is pretty frustrating. And of course he has another dozer, why wouldn't he? Well, at least we have a solution. Please stop playing huge things. I don't think I want you to have this. And then I think I do want to play the canine. Probably in front of you. What is the sound of a tail wagging? Actually, I know what the answer is. The dog that you will sometimes hear in the background of my videos is a pit bull mix. And apparently it is a problem for these kinds of dogs. They sometimes have to have their tails docked because they damage and traumatize their tails and then just re-damage and traumatize them over and over again because they wag their tails so hard. She slams it against, like, if she's standing near a doorway, she'll just be, and you, like, look at her or talk to her at all, she'll just be smashing her tail against the doorway so hard that you're afraid she's going to damage the structure of the house. Not to mention, you know, herself. I think I probably... We could coordinated fire plus shot to kill one of them. That doesn't let me establish very much, but, like, he's running out of cards. He can only play so many more dozers. I know he's the dozer guy, but... The other option we have, of course, is to just play more cards, play more dudes, try to establish guys until the point where coordinated fire is actually lethal. So, like, we could play Keeper... and then scrap Quick Shot to also play Tinker, or even Martyr. I'm gonna play Tinker. Alright, now he has to do some pretty terrifying stuff to make coordinated fire not work for us. Yes, please just play out your entire hand. Please, please, please. We're going to get to kill 3 dozers simultaneously. I feel very good about it. And we actually only need 3 followers unexhausted, so you get to go to the face. That felt pretty alright. Then we'll resolve a martyr, and this is a terrifying situation for the Ruster Lifter. Oh, you did manage to draw 2 creatures, though. I'll give you that. And hey, that guy's even good. How do we want to deal... never mind. Legion's Ogre may have solved that problem for us. So we can static charge to break the barrier. And then we can even static charge twice and just kill the 2/2. And then, do we have somebody who would... with 2 damage on them? Yeah, the 4/5. With 2 damage would survive that guy's nonsense. Be able to break his taunt, and then we kill them all for 1 million. Kill them all for 1 million is a totally normal and English language way to express the thing I'm expressing. Actually, we don't even need to do the second charge, do we? No, we don't. So we drop the Legion's Ogre. Everybody gets massive and terrifying. You go in and crush that dude. And then, yeah, we're like super good. So who wants a blessing? Probably this guy, right? He'd be great with a blessing. So let's have it be you, and then you, and then you. Legion's Ogre already earning his pay. What a good card. That's a beam rifle. We just got a beam rifle. Yep. Okay. Is it worth getting rid of our ballistic shield? I don't know, man, but it's a beam rifle. Okay. Got our hope. We've made camp. We need to... First of all, I think we have some stuff to sell. Yeah. A little bit of stuff to sell. We have a lot of useful weapon slot items. I don't remember at what level we unlocked... This is the thing I should be remembering. I don't remember at what level we unlocked the weapon slot, but like, let's hurry toward it. Oh, it's hard to imagine not taking aim shot here, right? Relentless is definitely interesting, at least. It's like strictly better than Bolster, and Bolster is a card that I like enough that we're playing some of them, but aim shot kills a guy. Very difficult to argue with that. And the card I cut now, I'm pretty sure is going to be a Bolster. Maybe a static charge? No, it's going to be a Bolster. Okay, that unlocked our second weapon slot. I mean, I think we gotta keep the beam rifle, right? Hasty Beam is super good. We have a column damaging card and a beam damaging ability, or a row damaging ability. It seems awfully strong. And then, hold on, before we spend any more money... We could buy some food. We could sell a thing and buy some food. I think there's a real chance we're never going to use this medikit, as good as it is. Healing Field is cool, but it's also 18 batteries that we could put to good use. So I think we're probably not leveling up again right away. 15 batteries? Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot, man. Alright, let's, hold on, let's focus here. Let's start by exploring the place. There are checkpoints. We're going to try to sneak in. I think we've been unsuccessful at this mostly, right? Nope, we pretended we've been lost. It cost us a hefty bribe to not get detained and tried for espionage. That's a shame. We moved on from our camp to the main living quarters on the slopes, a gigantic motley of all housing constructions imaginable. I don't feel comfortable selling food, so we'll just hang out and take on some hope. Okay. I was expecting to get, like, scholar points there. Gallows are the large entertainment district. We just spent some time chatting with the locals. Then... we can just hang around here. There's no sense in... Okay, we were told to buzz off. There's no sense in approaching the control center, right? We know what happens there. And then I am missing 7 health. But we really don't have that many people wounded. I guess we just go to full health. We go, like, way past full health. I think it was worth spending the food for that. I think. And then my plan was to buy some food. That bribe hurt things, but I think we still do it. This rice is slightly more battery to food efficient than the other foods. I think that's all we're doing here. This was not a great stop-off for us. I still want to wear these machinist robes, probably next time we level up. that can happen, but we got to make sure we don't starve to death on the way. And I think I'm comfortable with our deck the way it is, so let's just move on. Nerukan. So we're headed toward Nerukan. Here there's a Hermit's Sanctum. I mean, we got to go this way, right? Because we could encounter Shrika. If we can just figure out how to get him to join us, that would be really neat. Okay. The crossroads. Nothing to do except travel. So wait, hold on. Which way are we going? That's a monastery with an opportunity to heal, but that's the Hermit's Sanctum. That's kind of where we need to go. So I think we're going to take the bottom route here. A large swarm of small yet ferocious black flies had discovered us as their favorite dish. They hung around the camp like lazy black clouds and started to bite everyone who sat still for even a moment. We can smoke them out. They don't like the stench of blood tree wood. Okay. I'm glad we have a feral follower. Yeah, do it. As my mother always said, there's nothing black flesh flies hate more than smoke. Your mother always said that? Really? Alright, we were instructed to make fires with leaves and green wood, creating a tremendous amount of smoke. We almost suffocated, but the flies were gone and we could almost find peace, while coughing violently. That's a kind of peace. As the convoy started to pack up and get ready to leave, two followers, Danya and Krishnadeva, came bearing important news. Ah, okay, pregnancy. Well, this thing didn't work out for us last time, so I wouldn't have chosen it anyway. You should stay with us. We'll protect you. How about that? Your protection, we know will be safe. Okay. And then maybe eventually, you know, she'll give birth, and then we'll get some hope from that. We probably don't want to go through the township because we don't have any batteries with which to hire followers. Let's just continue along this way. A rickety, brightly painted truck lay on its side next to the dangerous road. Windows were smashed and the buckled metal of its body was covered in a layer of dust. Fresh footprints on the ground led into the cab, and the air was thick with the smell of fruit. Bells that hung sideways from the smashed wing mirror jingled in the breeze, but otherwise there was no sound. I don't think we can afford not to search. Okay. Turned to see a motley crew of armed figures silhouetted against the light. They were waiting. It was a trap. Scion Herald will pay the price for his insolence. No. Okay, that's an alright open. Glider and pass. I'm very excited about this beam rifle. That's weird. Isn't that the same cost as... Does the zero cost armor card only give 2 armor, maybe? Maybe I'm misremembering? Okay, here's a question. Do I want a static charge and then scrap something so that I can beast call? Beast call into coordinated fire is definitely compelling. I think... Oh, you know what? I'm not going to static charge. I'm just going to eat the dude. We'll take the penalty. Because the beast call is almost certainly going to put a beast in front of me anyway, right? Yeah. And then this guy's around for coordinated fire and for potentially Legion's Ogre and stuff. This is fine. This is a good reasonable turn. Blessed Marksman, a 4/5 sniper. Interesting. Well, how do I want to deal with that? That's a big dude. I don't really want to blow my coordinated fire already, but I think we're going to, because that's a big terrifying man. I guess the other thing we could do is just, you know what, I can just play Keeper, probably. Let's just attack around it, and then play Keeper. Try to get him to commit more stuff to the table, and then we can talk about coordinated fire and stuff next turn. Alright, that revolutionary does make things a little bit more awkward. Ooh, that makes things really awkward. What an incredibly annoying play. Okay, well, that was 100 cards that he just played. Get him down below 4 armor so his cards stop hitting so hard. And then just tinker, right? Yeah, that really sucked. That was harsh. Let's try not to get wrathed again. That guy's probably getting shivved. That's not even a card. Is it shiv or is it headshot? The headshot has a lot of other uses, obviously. And there's no way that we have lethal here, right? So I'm just looking like we have a lot of cards that cause damage to happen. We could potentially play Hasty Beam plus headshot is 10 damage. We'd have to find 7 more on top of that. So no, we just don't have it. I'm going to Neural Shiv this guy so that we can maintain the possibility of a headshot next turn. And we're just going to get there for 4. He does not know how precarious his position is. Okay, that makes it less precarious. Burst Fire? We do not draw the Burst Fire. Well, it's not so bad. So, Aim Shot plus... Hey, we still have Legion's Ogre? That doesn't really help us. We don't have enough guys out for that to be good. We'd have to get there for 21 now, which we cannot do. So let's just use Aim Shot to pop the 6/3. Again, go to your face for 4. And then that leaves me with enough to play... Sheen Guard? Is that the right... Yeah, that's probably the right guy. Over K9. We definitely don't need to play the Static Charge. Alright, interesting place to play that. So he's planning on playing something totally wicked right here. Nope, just a bomb. Well, alright, that's an option that you have. That gives that guy taunt. That's a shame. Alright. Let's talk options. So we can headshot that guy to clear him. That's probably all we do, right? It's just headshot him and then continue building. Because we're not going to be able to get 6 damage any other way. Well, no, let's just keep doing this the old-fashioned way. The guy is out of resources. Flesheteer, maybe? Maybe it's like play Flesheteer and also autogun, scrap Static Charge for autogun. And then he's gonna blow up his own improvised bomb somehow, I imagine. This is his plan. We have not made our situation any more dangerous on that front. Destroy a random enemy follower. Man, wow. That's pretty good. So, Hasty Beam kills him and gets us the win. I'm gonna do this, and then we're gonna play the Vanguard. No sense re-blessing one of our units who already has a blessing. I'm very annoyed about the oops random destruction on our sniper. That sucks a huge amount. Pull Flesheteer until he can get healed. You're out 2. You're out 2. Which means that we need to replace them. Archivist is totally fine. Bandit Sapper is totally fine. And then... in the Blue Devil Grunt, maybe? Alright. On we go. Good rewards. Slightly well defended, but good rewards. As we made our way through a valley, an unusual sight stopped the convoy. In the far distance, a gigantic metal palanquin loomed over the road with almost 100 people underneath. A booming voice echoed in the skies. "Who dares enter my domain? Submit or meet your end." Okay, I'm gonna offer food to the masses. I do not have gifts for the people, though, sorry. As we pressed on, the valley grew smaller, and the arms of the palanquin could almost be reached. Here, the people were still somewhat in need, but they were at least fed, and then we fight through the crowd. Start of your turn, if you have at least one follower, deal 1 damage to the enemy leader 3 times. Annoying. Also, wow, that's a lot of garbage on the field. Wow, all of those cards are unplayable. I didn't realize the mortar could fire before battle started. That's interesting. Alright, so we definitely want to try to get this food cache. The luxury item is also pretty good. Well, I think it's got to be Archivist, right? Okay, a slice is a pretty good pull. Also, now we know they have a slice. Tricky. So we probably want to just... I mean, like, Hasty Beam feels pretty good here, right? I don't know that we're going to see a much better situation than that. And then bolster our 3/3 and eat that guy. We don't even have to use the bolster, but, like, we don't have anything else to do. I guess we just eat that guy and then play Bandit Sapper. That's probably a little bit better. Chance of our Archivist getting horribly mangled here. But I like this. I like this good aggressive play. 3/4 Initiate is definitely something we can deal with. I guess we knew that was coming. That's a pretty damn good time to draw Burst Fire. That's like that's a really good Burst Fire. As far as single target killing Burst Fires go, that one might be one of the best. I was going to Entrench, but maybe we just want to play our bolster here. Boost the threat level a little bit. Okay, a Kennel Master is definitely a little bit of an issue for us. Vanguard was a pretty good draw, though. So we have some options here. We can obviously Vanguard their taunt, and then just kill the other guy with the 3/3. We could... If we can figure out a way of getting rid of the Taunter without playing the Vanguard, then we can Vanguard next turn for Surprise You Lose. Which I think is where I would like to be. So if we Static Charge... If we do both static charges... That's not... This is not going to be easy to do. I guess the only real way to do this... I was trying to figure out a way to get both of them dead without potentially losing our own guy. But I think we might have to just accept that that is probably going to happen. So we have the slice for you. Then you have a 1/2. I play a double static charge quick shot clears the board. But I don't actually want the board clear. So I think what I do instead is just let him have a 1/2 and a 2/3. We could blind rage the 1/2 out, but I want to play a creature. I want to play them. I think I want to play my martyr. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I want to play my martyr here. So we just let him have those, and then we'll probably take some damage. Okay, that's annoying. So we are not going to have any creatures left at the end of this. But honestly, this is not too bad of a position. So static charge is really good. And then we could blind rage that guy and still play Loyal Canine, which is going to put us on potentially potentially lethal with the magic of the Vanguard. Because all we need is for him to not play anything that has taunt and also not kill the dog. Alright, a Forerunner is a powerful man, but not a good man in this situation. Okay, Vanguard. We have a significant number of blessings in our deck. We are also constantly taking wounds, like all the time. I think that beam rifle is the same one that we had before. Okay, we lost some altruism points for fighting a crowd. If only we had had some batteries. Alright, so the beam rifle I have and this beam rifle are... Oh, they dismantle into different things. But they have the same hasty beam. So I probably want Piercing Ray in my deck, right? We equip this one. 0 loss of capability. And then we dismantle this one. Weird. It's weird that those are different. Alright. We must continue. We don't need to do anything else. Yeah, just travel. I do need to probably mess with the deck, but we can do that right before the encounter. As we settled down to camp for the evening, the peace was broken by a stranger running toward the convoy screaming for help. Please, my family, they're being attacked by bandits up on that hill. Here's the thing, this guy is definitely a trap. I'm gonna ignore his pleas. Yeah, I knew what it was gonna do. We let the man go. Shortly afterward, screams of pain filled the air. It's even more of a trap. After a moment, the sound of the wind was the only thing we could be here. However, that serenity would not last. Someone noticed a gang of Shiramist warriors stalking the convoy. Their leader threw the unconscious man onto the ground and promptly executed him. Operator, your blasphemy has continued for long enough. I still lost my altruist points despite the fact that I correctly gauged that it was a trap. That's a little crummy. Alright, don't really need to run the Martyr or any of these guys anymore. Honestly, maybe the Bandit Sapper still gets played. We're starting to run a little low on good cheap cards. Run a Cutthroat, and then... maybe the Mendicant, with the idea that, you know, him getting injured is actually a good thing. Right, obviously, you guys are out. I'll keep the other stuff, though. Oh, he gets to go first. I had not noted that. Well, I think I'm just going to aim shot him because he has 4 power and he's scary. Yeah, let's just take him off the table, get my armor. And then next turn we have like a witness and... oh, interesting. +2/+L and stoic. So that guy's pretty hard to kill. Well, I can brawl him, and then static charge kills my unit and him. It's a shame that we have static charge and not quick shot. We can just headshot him and be done with it. That's my whole turn. That guy's a problem. Yeah, that guy's enough of a problem. We are not going to draw card, though. So we're at our hand size on follower cards. That's a little bit of a shame. Okay. Do we just play Witness to eat this guy and then he can trade if he wants? Or do I play Blue Devil Grunt and see if I can't hold out? I mean, they could trade both their guys for Blue Devil Grunt just as easily. This, at least, we know it's going to kill that dude. Or I could play him here and then do my Hasty Beam. Yeah, you know what? I'll just take the trade straight up. We maintain control. More importantly, we maintain convoy cards. The strategy of playing a lot of cheap dudes has to be carried through very carefully in this game due to, you know, the mechanics. Okay, so... We now have a pretty good situation for Line Breaker. We can static charge, Line Breaker. That'd be 5. And then we could scrap something for Blind Rage to kill the taunt guy. And then we have a 5/4 overwhelming and they have a 2/1. That's not too bad. I do not hate that plan. Plus this deals 2 damage to the enemy leader at the same time. Maybe we're better off, though, just letting them have a 3/2 and we just quick shot this guy. Yeah, you know what? I think I do like that a little bit better. We play our Line Breaker. Do we 6/5 him? I think I'm going to 6/5 him. Okay, you can go to my face for 3 if you want. Not a big deal. We can still attack through to your health. Ah, that's annoying, though. That is really crappy. Blind Rage plus shot is a kill. It's a very expensive kill, but it's a kill. I think we have to do it. Play a guy, and then a 0/4 doesn't look so good here. I'm assuming he's going to play something that's going to give it power so that he can kill my 6/1. Or, okay, or he's just going to play shot. That's actually better for us, because it doesn't leave a guy with power on the table. And then we have, like, a pretty good burst fire, followed by go to your FaceTime. And this seems like an okay moment for a Blue Devil Grunt. So Legion's Ogre next turn makes both of my creatures lethal, so we can take a moment for one of them to attack this. Actually, I might not be able to attack this without attacking the sandstone in front of it. That guy's pretty alright. That is not a terribly useful card. So can you attack this? Yeah. Okay, and then we play Legion's Ogre and get the kill on our 5/3. On our 6/3, sorry. Well, our 8th, whatever. Our guy who has enough power to do the thing. To do the thing we want. That guy with a blessing. Just, like, phenomenal. What a dude. Also, batteries and fruits. Very exciting. Took what we could from their corpses and moved. They had clearly planned to ambush us, so I would like my altruist points back, please. Alright, let us... Do we want to go for this healing thing? I guess we can make that determination after we move to the crossroads here. A dog-sized, heavily armored animal with thick gray scales was roaming around the camp, apparently looking for food. It seemed totally unbothered by the guards' attempts to scare it away. I think we can afford to feed it. Satin instructed us to give the animal, apparently called a bikari, some food. Every other method would not work or would bring bad luck. We gave it some of our rations, which seemed to satisfy the beast. After it had finished its meal, it loped off into the forest. I hoped we were making a new friend. An outrider found crates scattered just next to the path. Instruments. Ooh, Beast Charmer's a cool effect. Alright, that's a really nice find. So I wonder if there's going to be a path between these two nodes. Let's go to the Hermit Sanctum first, and we'll see if it extends out that way. I sure hope so. Okay. So we want to enter. I wish I could remember. Did we go to the village first the first time? I'm wondering if us going to the village first last time spooked Shrika in some way. We're going to go to the cave first this time. See if we can catch him unawares. Cave's mouth is beautifully decorated with flowers and colorful ribbons. This cave is surprisingly lavishly furnished. Shrika, wearing ornate bright orange robes, sat in a lotus position, his eyes closed and one hand raised. His wild gray hair and beard were woven into thick locks held together by beads and knots. Okay. So he brings people to him. Speaking of being a healer, he talks about how he's a healer. But then he doesn't actually heal them. He claims to heal their spirit, but he totally doesn't heal their body. I'm kind of curious what will happen if we confront him on his luxury. I don't know that it's... possibly that's an answer to the riddle we've been presented of how to recruit him. But... also, I wouldn't mind some healing. I'm gonna confront him on his luxury. He talks about being a healer, but he isn't really one, is maybe what's happening here. So asking him to heal you is a waste of time. Let's see what happens if we do this. While you are wrong, you are also right. I have no need for these things, but I may have grown attached to this place. He paused, thinking. I will come with... wow, that was actually remarkably easy. Okay, without any further discussion, he got up to follow us, leaving his things behind. Is he a great card? He is an okay card. That guy's fine. Well, we did it. New leader unlocked. And then... this has got to be a follower heal, right? So who is taking the heal? You and you... let's cut you and... we're also going to keep the witness in the deck for the heal. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Heal my followers, please. Alright, and then I guess we go to the village. They're probably going to have some feelings about the fact that we've stolen their profit, right? Shrika, you will leave us? Cried a woman with a withered arm, dropping her sewing in shock. Yes, my child. My path now lies with these pilgrims. Those of you who feel the call are free to follow me, though the road may be long, and apparently many of them felt the call. Start of your turn after drawing, discard a random card, but he's a 6/5 overwhelming for 4. That's cool. Berserker is an acceptable man. I actually like this cultist quite a bit. Alright. We're really accumulating a following. I don't know why, when we saw the state of the starting deck, I just was, oh, we're going to be alone the whole time. But no, that's not how this game works. Of course not. Sorry, I forgot to use a luxury. And we have plenty of good ones. I probably want to save the instruments, so let's just do some edible oils. Get ourselves up to 20. And I may as well level up. We have some batteries now. Mounting pressure. Destroy all exhausted followers, exhaust all surviving followers. Huh. Well, it's definitely not Inspired Assault. I really like Aim Shot. Mounting pressure is gonna... Here's the thing about mounting pressure. Here's what makes me leery of taking this. My feeling is that we very often... we don't usually kill things while they're exhausted. We usually kill things before they have a chance to exhaust. In order for mounting pressure to actually be good against dangerous enemies, we have to let them have a turn to do whatever they want. Or wait, no, technically you're exhausted. You know what the problem is here? I'm thinking the word exhausted like tapped in Magic. That's the sort of the internal metaphor I think I've been using. But a follower comes into play exhausted, right? So mounting pressure will kill something that was played last turn. I think. Let's take it. I think that's right. And then we do want to keep our deck pretty tight here since we don't have scrap. What are we dropping? It might be the other bolster. It's nice to have one-cost cards, and it's not like bolster's bad, but it's definitely less good than the other stuff we have. Or maybe it's a quick shot. No, it's bolster. Actually, real torn. It's one of the one-cost cards, almost certainly. Although we don't necessarily need our deck getting more expensive. All of our expensive cards are quite strong. Coordinated Fire is the only one that's a little iffy, but sometimes Coordinated Fire is Wrath of God. Sorry, it's one-sided Wrath of God. I'm gonna drop the bolster. Let's hope that was the right move. Okay. You know what? We're over the hour. This is probably an okay place to stop. We just had a momentous thing happen. Shrika the Prophet now follows us, and I don't know what his deal is. He doesn't seem to be much of a prophet. Or a healer? He doesn't seem to be much of a healer either. He doesn't seem to be much of anything except a guy who just does whatever the last person who talked to him told him to do. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time for, I don't know, maybe the conclusion. That we still got a lot of walking to do. Probably not the conclusion of this run, but some more of this run. And we'll see you then.